Alright, final battle of Retirement Eve, and this one's against Tails, another pretty good battler over at VGchat. And he's got Bennett, or Benetti, however you want to say it. I pronounce it Bennett because it's supposed to be a marionette. And I have Gyroman out first because of the horrible speed tie he lost in the last fight against Gengar. I go with Flamethrower, as that's my safe move that doesn't get me locked into anything or drop my stats. And he uses Trick. I'm hoping it's a Scarf. And it's a Scarf! Nice! Because Scarf is the other thing that Gyroman uses in addition to Life Orb. So I'm A-okay with that. And because he had a slower trick, I got to move before he tricked me the Scarf. I get to switch moves if I want to, and since non-boosted Flamethrower definitely is not going to kill, I go with Outrage to get a kill on that thing, or whatever he wants to switch in and take two of them, that's fine. So I get that thing killed, and in comes P2, which, has Ice Beam. I'm stuck on Outrage, I can't switch out, so Gyroman's pretty much death fodder at this point. But he doesn't want to use Ice Beam, he Trick Rooms, so that's just even great. Now he's going to screw me up. What's this? I get a 2-turn Outrage. I'm thrilled, because now I'm going to get to save Gyroman, switch him out. Definitely expecting Ice Beam, because that's really common on Porygon 2, and really obvious to use this early in the match. So I go out to King, he'll resist it. He ends up to use Psychic anyway, so that's strange. But anyway, I resist that too, so whatever. So now I get to do my deal with this thing. This guy is basically a physical, or he's basically a swapped version of Calm Mind Slowbro. He's got Toxic here because that just complements the rest of his moveset. He has Tri-Attack too, so I'm not sure why he went with Psychic over Tri-Attack on my Flygon, but anyway, or targeting at Flygon. So I hide underwater because I want to get some damage on here. I don't want to set up just yet because I want to see what he is going to want to do. Poison continues to wreak damage on him, and now I use Dive. Doesn't do too much, but hey, I got to waste the turn there. That's kind of the point. It's kind of like Xerxes' Fly Toxic Stall Articuno with Roost, although in Pressure. Although I'm pretty sure I had this guy around significantly before that series of battles was posted. But anyway, same basic idea. It's essentially Calm Mind Slowbro with Toxic instead of a secondary attacking move, because Water and Poison is a decent attacking combination. Most Poison types and Steel types that are immune from Toxic aren't immune to Water, except for a couple like Toxicroak and stuff like that. But anyway, I like this guy pretty well. And he's also got Curse, which I think we're about to see. Maybe, no. At some point we're going to see some curses in here, which Curse is obviously the inverse of Calm Mind, and Slow King is already slow as dirt anyway, so he's not gonna care about the speed drop. But anyway, I've got a couple of curses. Do I have some I don't even know how many curses I have up at this point. I knew as I was playing, but I'm kind of glazing over it for narration purposes. Just talking about the general strategy of this guy, as pretty much comfortable right now. He doesn't seem intent to switch out and try to keep Porygon 2, so I guess he doesn't have an aromatherapist or anything like that. And he's almost dead now. It's probably a better idea for me to get another slack off right here to take this hit in case it's a critical hit, and then get back up to full. But I just go for another curse, so I'm going to be sitting at about 60 to 70%. And Toxic is going to finish that thing off. So now we get to see what comes in. I was afraid of something like, Scizor or some powerful guy who could hit me physically with a super effective attack, but it turns out to be Houndoom instead. And I overestimate King's special defense here. I probably should have used Dive. I think I had at least 2, maybe 3 curses in. And Dive is actually fairly powerful. It's 80 base power and it's stab on this guy. And I think he may have, what his nature is this guy? I don't know, but anyway, he's not minus attack nature, obviously. But that Dark Pulse hit for a lot more than I was expecting it to, so I don't know, I may want to readjust this guy's EV spread, because I know it's stab super effective from a pretty powerful special attacker. I don't know, it might have been Specs. Actually, no, I don't think it's Specs, because I think he switches moves right about here. But anyway, he took a lot more from that than I was hoping. I did get Poison on him, though, so that's good enough, I guess. At least it hit. Would have been really bad if it missed. So out comes Commando Man. Tyranitar is a pretty solid counter to Houndoom unless it has Hidden Power Fighting or Will-O-Wisp, the former of which is fairly common, so this is kind of risky, but I'm thinking I can probably live one. I'm at almost full health, and I do have Sand up, so I'm hoping I can live in HP Fighting if if I absolutely have to. He does switch moves. I think he did that last turn though, and switch over to Flamethrower. And I get 1 Dragon Dance up. Because he used Flamethrower there, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have Hidden Power Fighting. I guess he was just going for a burn there. And I can either hit him now, or hit whatever switches in, or I can go ahead and get a Dragon Dance up. And I think I go for my second Dragon Dance, because look what comes in, it's Starmie and a Safari Ball, for whatever reason. But Dragon Dance up, and now I'm faster than Starmie, at least I'm pretty sure I am. Faster than Starmie, and definitely would not have been with only 1 dance. Let's see, yeah, he gets a little bit of damage on him from Sandstorm, which is also nice. And why would you have Sash Starmie? But anyway, just in case it was. And then Rock Slide is my stab move of choice over Stone Edge because it's got more accuracy, which is good for a sweeper, more PP, which is also really nice, and I'm faster, so, you know, I can actually use the flinch chance. Espeon Luxury Ball, okay, and another Rock Slide, and another one-shot, so that's great. That's 2 guys who would probably roll over T-Tar, at least somewhat. Also would have been nice if I had Crunch there, but I'm pretty sure this guy doesn't have Crunch, because those are both Psychic types. But anyway, Rock Stab was enough to do that. Out comes another dude in a Safari Ball, and it's a Slocking! So at this point, I look over my team, and I realize I've got all my guys. So I go for Fire Punch, trying to get this guy to die because I want to do something. You know, and I wanted to pick my weakest move that I had, and that was Fire Punch. So, however, he's got Encore Slocking of all things. So that's pretty interesting, since, you know, normally Slocking is choice, and he's kind of stuck in a move himself. But anyway, he switches out to Houndoom, and I did not even think about Fire Punch being able to activate Flash Fire. But because of this retarded thing I'm trying to do, with one of these guys, I'm gonna stay in and I'm gonna keep hitting him with Fire Punch, even though I know it's not gonna do anything. And also, when Sand is up and Toxic is up, so, you know, eventually that thing's gonna die. I can stay in here and hit it with Fire Punch all day if I want to. I mean, it's not like it's Fire Absorb. I wonder if they made Fire Absorb. No, I'm not gonna ask that, because I'm trying to avoid Gen 5 spoilers. But anyway, he plots up. And I'm not 100% sure why, because I think is he gonna die from stuff here? Yeah, he's gonna die from that Toxic here, so that plot was a total waste. Not that it really mattered, I was trying to get this guy dead anyway. But now I see this guy he's apparently not gonna have too much to kill Commando Man with, so I go out to King, who's almost dead, and BAM! Giga Impact comes in. That's a pretty beastly attack there, since, you know, Slocking's his last guy, so the whole can't switch doesn't really matter. But here it comes. So the reason I was trying to sacrifice all these guys was for this moment, because of this guy that I brought, and out he comes. I'll have to explain a little bit of the backstory to this as the whole setup continues. But here's Wave Man. I've used him several times before, but by far his best use ever, I guess, was against Alex. So out comes Wave Man to say, "Hi, Alex!" And the background to that is during the tournament of Grace Diaz tournament I had, I think there was something Doom Dog. I don't know. I forget exactly what his name was, but it was that guy and Alex couldn't battle each other. Their Wi-Fi's were incompatible or whatever the stupid thing is, stupid Nintendo. So the way we decided to determine who would advance was both people would battle me on the same rules of the tournament, and whoever got the better record or whatever would be allowed to move on in the tournament. So the first guy went, and he got I got a 2-0 victory on him, and then because I did some sort of stupid switch, but then I used Wave Man. It's pretty much sub Pataya, agility, Empoleon, and totally 3-0'd Alex and knocked him out of the tournament, and he has never forgotten that stupid Pingman for that. So I want to thank Tails for being a good sport, and or I was kind of being a bad sport there, but thanks to him for enduring my stupidity there at the end. And yeah, that's the end of Retirement Eve, so any after this will be after that night where I decided, okay, I'm out. I think it was the day or so after Black and White came out, maybe? I'm not sure. But anyway, this has been a nice little video series I had here. Had a lot of fun that night. Thanks again to Tails, and hi Alex again, and later days.